Good day, this is Scott with Wet Edge, and today we are looking at Luna Quartz, and this is our St. Maarteen. And walk around and have a look, shall we? This actually, this color, that's the same background, or the same pigment we use in our Midnight Ocean and Midnight Sea from our Pebble line, Pearl and Satin Matrix. And we put it into a quartz finish because people really like that color. And that's one thing you'll notice with quartz finishes, you do get some really pretty watercolors, really rich in depth and tone compared to some pebble finishes. And that's what, besides the smoother texture compared to a pebble, the richness of color that you get is another thing that makes quartz finishes popular. Now I'm going to try to get opposite. When you get opposite of the sun, you see the little sparkle material that we put in there. It's some mica and some silverescence, and it's just a nice effect. So it's when the sun hits it, you get a nice little individual points of light. They disappear, but then as you walk upon them, they reappear. And always keep in mind, I'll go back over to this step. You can see a little bit what I'm talking about. Quartz finishes, if you can see the finish there, you'll see some dark areas and light areas. That is going to happen. You cannot get away from that. Whenever you tint cement, cement models and swirls in and of itself, and when you tint it, accentuates that. And I mean, this particular application is a really good application. These guys, I know the guys who did this pool, and they do real good quartz work. And but you need to expect, even them, you're not going to avoid it totally. So you really, it's part and parcel with quartz finishes. Another thing you have to keep in mind with a quartz finish, if you let the pH and the alkalinity start creeping up on you consistently, you will develop what they call scale. And scale is largely calcium deposits. And when you have high pH, high meaning 8.2 and above, and alkalinity that's above 120 parts per million, that can form itself on their surface. Sometimes you'll see it above the water line, that white stuff that kind of gets on your tile or on the coping stones. That'll form on the surface of your pool and it'll make it look like it's fading, or it's got some sort of like your plaster. It'll model if you have a buildup here and over there, and then in between it's a little darker and lighter. That scale can give you that impression or illusion. So you really got to make sure, particularly on a darker color like this, I would try to keep your pH like around the 7.3, 7.4, and your alkalinity like 80 to 90 parts. And consistently can do that, you give yourself a real good chance of keeping it looking nice.